Hello everyone. My name is Jatin Gupta and I'm a master's student in the School of Information. And I want to talk about some of the ethical considerations that a young designer should care about. So what this presentation is not. So this presentation is not about telling you what is ethical and what is not ethical, and not even trying to make you ethical as well. Uh, uh, Whatever I say will be long forgotten by the time that you move out of this room. So, but what this presentation is to make you aware why thinking about ethics is important and how it can benefit you in the long run. So, during my childhood, I used to ask money from my grandparents to buy candies. And I remember my grandmother would always ask me what I'm asking the money for, whereas my grandfather never really cared what I did with it. Later on, I started spending that money on game powders and when I should have been doing my homework. So this is a very small example which did not have any long-term consequences. But the point here being my grandfather kept giving me the money without thinking about the consequences. So what leads to unethical behavior in UX? So as designers, we are asked to get into the heads of our users and think like them. And this is a very dangerous territory because we know exactly them and we can manipulate them on our way. So these are some of the examples of unethical behaviors followed by most popular apps like YouTube, autoplaying videos by default, and Netflix promoting binge watching. Here's what Mr. Reed Hastings, the Netflix CEO, has to say. Netflix's biggest competitors are YouTube, Facebook, and sleep. So what are some of the benefits of following ethics? As technology grows, speed and accuracy will become less and less important. And the way your product inculcates human values and the way you conserve human relationships in your products will be the competitive advantage you have. Using unethical ways is not the only way to bring users to your website. Medium does it very well by telling the users the reading time upfront so that they have autonomy and they know what they are going to read. And why it is important for young designers? Ethics are not exactly taught in design schools, and so designers enter the industry without knowing what ethics are. And they are sometimes pressurized by high-level officials to design something that may not be exactly ethical. And why do people stop being ethical? So there is this false notion that you can be unethical, become famous and become successful, and then be ethical again. So this is a false notion, and this type of reputation is not long-lasting. Peter Hornsby suggests these principles to remain ethical. A UX designer should design in a way that does not harm their users. A UX designer must try to meet the business requirements, but make sure that they are not doing it by conflicting with the first law. And third, a UX designer should develop should work on developing his or her own career, but as long as such development does not conflict with first and second laws. So what are some of the things that you can do? Do your research into ethical considerations when you are given a task to do. Don't just start solving a problem, but think about the impact of it overall. Bring ethical considerations early on into the process. Don't write how might be statement, but think about how you might include human values into that statement as well. Ask questions about health issues, trust issues, privacy concerns from the users during usability tests. Design is a superpower, and it is our responsibility to not misuse it. Feeling ignorance and thinking that it is not part of our job as a designer, it's not valid at all. You are part of a design community, and the way you act and the way you handle your situations affects the entire community. Just like a rising tide affects all boats, and a person taking a shit in the pool affects all swimmers. So in short, don't be my grandpa, but rather be aware like my grandma. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.